have had it up to here with Epic, okay?
Up to where?
Up to here.
Or here.
Or here.
Wait, what?
I don't know, just something about dismembering the establishment.
Anyway, Epic Games upset us because they keep bringing back skins that are supposed to be rare, and to most people, it's just a skin. But for us hardcore collectors that love limited edition stuff, rare skins being, well, you know, rare, it's a pretty big deal. Like a big one. So when Epic Games brings back a skin to capitalize on the fact that we all love these skins and wouldn't miss the chance at them appearing in the shop for even a 5-minute interval, and some of us might even trade an organ for some of these. So it's kinda not epic when they do this, if you ask voiceover Pete anyway. Epic Games not being epic? What has this world come to? Next thing you know, people are gonna try to tell me there are pirates and volcanoes in Fortnite. Wait. Well, as it would appear, our sponsors have informed us that this is the case, and as such, we will now be starting the show. Right after you use code T5G in the item shop and join the Discord, link in the description. Join the Discord, code T5G. T5 what? Number 10, the Renegade skin. The first entry on this list is Renegade, not to be confused with the Season 1 exclusive skin Renegade Raider. This uncommon skin first appeared in the item shop during Season 2 and showed up again during Season 3. However, as this was an uncommon and quite a default-looking skin, a small amount of Fortnite players actually bought this outfit, and as time passed, it became more and more rare to those who owned it. The skin is just Banshee with an orange uniform, so it's not exactly surprising that very few people bought it when it first came out, but it was 800 V-Bucks, and with not much to offer, wasn't really that great until it became an extremely rare skin by the time Season 6 came around. Unfortunately, Epic Games brought Renegade back to the item shop in September of 2018 and ruined the rarity that it had. What do you think though? Should such a default-looking skin have been brought back, or should it have just stayed rare? Number 9, the Grill Sergeant. Grill Sergeant was at one point one of the rarest skins ever seen in Fortnite. It was first found in August of 2018 in the game's files by leakers, but didn't actually appear in the item shop until over a month later in late September. And that's not even the shocking part. When Grill Sergeant finally showed up in the store, it was removed after only a few hours, meaning not many players got the chance to even spot it, never mind buy it. Not only that, but some players who ended up buying the skin in that small amount of time ended up getting it taken away from them without a V-Bucks refund. Why was it removed from the item shop and players' lockers, you ask? Well, at first, players speculated that it was accidentally added to the shop and Epic Games didn't want anyone to keep buying it, so they removed it entirely. This was until people realized that the skin was actually showing up as a floating head when being used in a match. Well, I think it was very funny that some Fortnite players were running around as Jonesy's head and a floating weapon, it was also definitely too broken to be allowed. This reason was confirmed by Fortnite in a tweet the same day, and it's actually a pretty decent looking uncommon outfit with a fancy Durr Burger employee uniform for Jonesy. Yet it came back to the item shop only a few days after it became rare, ruining its rarity. But in at number 8, we've got Nog Ops. Nog Ops was one of the first Christmas themed skins ever added to Fortnite. It came to the item shop in Season 1 during the holidays and is an uncommon outfit. It doesn't actually belong to any specific set, but it was bundled with the Yuletide Ranger. The skin is Headhunter wearing a bright red Christmas sweater and Santa hat, and it's a very nice looking skin for when you want to get into the holiday spirit, although it's not that great of an outfit to equip in the middle of the summer, which is probably why this skin didn't make an appearance in the item shop for a whole year. Unfortunately for the owners of the skin, it returned to the item shop last Christmas, meaning it was no longer anywhere near as rare as it used to be. But in at number 7, we've got Commando. Similar to the other entries on this list, the Commando outfit is an uncommon skin that appeared very early in Fortnite's lifetime. It came to the item shop in November 2017 for 800 V-Bucks and is almost identical to the existing Pathfinder default skin. 800 is a bit much to pay for a recolor default skin, which is probably why it became so rare. It's appeared 24 times in the item shop to date, but was still rare last year until it reappeared for the 10th time in June. It sounds like way too many appearances in the shop to be considered rare anymore, but unfortunately Epic Games ran it into the ground, ruining any good chances of it being an OG skin again. Number 6 is the Rabbit Raider. The Rabbit Raider is an epic rarity outfit that was released in the Fortnite item shop during Easter of last year for 1,500 V-Bucks. The skin is a character with a pink onesie that includes bunny ears on the hood. You can see egg-painted grenades in a pouch across his chest and a bright blue hockey mask covering the skin's face. Because the outfit came out during Easter, you'd think that it wouldn't come back to the item shop until this Easter, but that's not what Epic Games did is they actually decided to bring Rabbit Raider back in the middle of the summer. A bit random, I would say. What are you doing, Epic? Why are you doing this? Why? I thought you were Epic. Either way, the skin was extremely rare until it was brought back. And now you don't really see anyone bragging about owning it. What a shame. What a shame. Oh no, anything but the Rabbit Raider. He was so young. Number 5, the Battle Hound. Battle Hound is the first legendary skin on our list and came out just after St. Patrick's Day last year. It's 2,000 V-Bucks and was actually unheard of as a rare skin until a few months after it came out. Highland Warrior, the skin that came out alongside Battle Hound, had been released many times in the shop afterwards, but the Hound never seemed to be released alongside her, and it made players think he'd never come back. It turns out that the Battle Hound had a severe issue with his back bling, and that when equipping a back bling onto the skin, it would break and show through his cape. Some Fortnite players reported that the Hound's cape behind the back bling would stretch extremely far into the sky, making a line that anyone could see and come right for you. After it was fixed, the Battle Hound returned to the item shop a few months later with a cape back bling instead. I mean, hey guys, at least the rarity was fun while it lasted. Number 4 is the Power Cord. The Power Cord is one of the more famous OG skins that eventually ended up coming back to the item shop. It first released in the item shop back in March for only 2 days before leaving for a long time. Now, the reason why Power Cord didn't come back to the shop for so long is unknown, because it wasn't a holiday skin or even an event skin. It was just a regular legendary set. There weren't any real bugs with the outfit that might have caused it to be out of the shop for so long. Maybe a small amount of people bought the skin and Epic Games decided to not bring it back, but it wouldn't be surprising if they didn't bring it back because of low sales, because the skin is a pretty good looking one nonetheless. Maybe the 2,000 V-Buck price tag was a bit high. The outfit is part of the Volume 11 set and is a character with pink hair, a headband with spikes, a ripped web shirt, purple leopard pants, and high black boots. She comes with a guitar back bling, which is what a lot of players bought her for. And after Power Cord's first item shop appearance in March, she didn't return for another 5 months when she popped up in September. Not only that, but Epic has brought her back 3 times since her original appearance. And in at number 3, we've got the Red Knight. The Red Knight was the first OG skin to return to the item shop after a long period of time. She first released in the shop in December of 2017 and showed up a few times in January and February, but no one really took notice to her until a few months later when the Knight hadn't shown up in the shop for a while. It's argued that the Red Knight was the first ever skin to be considered rare, and funny enough, it was the first one to come back after fans pleaded with Epic Games for her return. The Knight showed up in the item shop in July of last year after Fortnite fans constantly replied to Epic's announcements on Twitter with "Bring back Red Knight." You see it a lot nowadays with fans asking for skins to be brought back, such as Renegade Raider, Gold Trooper, Black Knight, and more, and Red Knight was one, if not the first, to start this trend. It's interesting to see how far we've come since Red Knight's return, but do you think that it coming back began the trend of OG skins returning? Let us know in the comment section below. But in at number 2, we've got the Sergeant Green Clover skin. The Sergeant Green Clover skin is the latest OG skin to return to the item shop and was once again a St. Patrick's Day themed skin back in 2018, coming out just a few days before the Battle Hound. She didn't return to the item shop after her latest April 2018 appearance until just under a year later when she showed up on St. Patrick's Day 2019. Sergeant Green Clover is an uncommon outfit worth 800 V-Bucks and has appeared in the item shop 5 times, and it's likely that we might not see her again for a while, but you never know anymore with Epic Games as they sometimes release holiday skins in the middle of the year. I'm looking at you, Rabbit Raider. And in at number 1, we've got the Skull Trooper. The Skull Trooper is number 1 on this list because some will say that it's the most famous Fortnite skin of all time. It became a meme in the Fortnite community throughout last year due to the amount of people who wanted it back. A war spike between those who already owned the skin and those who badly wanted it to come back to the item shop, and people were constantly fighting through social media. I've never seen this much passion for a single skin before, but the Skull Trooper was one of the first ever holiday themed skins for Fortnite, coming out during Fortnitemares 2017, which was the event for Halloween that year. Released at a time where the game was just getting its foot off the ground as the Battle Royale mode had only come out a month before. Because the game had only just come out, not as many people took the time to actually buy the Skull Trooper, and the guy was taken out of the shop at the end of November of 2017. But even if you don't know much about Fortnite, it's almost guaranteed that you've heard about the Skull Trooper and how rare he used to be. I mean, I say used to be because Epic Games did indeed decide to bring him back to the item shop after a year, although OG owners of the skin got their way in the end because Epic Games gave them an exclusive glowing purple variant of the costume. If you were an OG owner, it may have made it less hurtful that the skin returned. Variant or not though, there's no denying that bringing back our boy ruined his meme and rare status in the community. Rest in pasta fazool, my friend. And that is how the Skull Trooper died. The day it died. I remember it like it was yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Probably not. This has been the top 10 rarest Fortnite skins ruined by being brought back. When I say ruined, obviously I don't mean ruined. I just mean that they ruined the rarity factor of it. They ruined the one thing that we could hold on to as fans. How can they do this? How can they do it? I don't even know. Click the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Push notifications on. Use code T5G in the item shop. Make sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description. And keep it here on Top 5. What? Top 5 Gaming. Top 5 Gaming, baby. Yo, Shifty, leave that in. No, don't. He's gonna leave it in.